In Frozen Soul, I saw them. There's a bunch of bands going out here now. I mean, the scene is just as healthy as it's ever been. It's just as great as it's ever been. It's not dead. It's not terrible. I'm proud of the death metal scene today. I'm so proud of it. I think it's amazing. I think there's so many great bands. And look, we're going out on tour with Revocation and Whitechapel, and two awesome, great bands. And the scene couldn't be better. And anyone who thinks otherwise, kiss rocks, because I'm so proud of of the death metal scene, and I really I encourage everyone to go out. Listen to the old bands, of course. The old way paved the way. Go listen to Possessed. They're the first death metal band. Okay, go listen to them. Listen to everything in between. Listen to Creator, who I think are kind of the bridge, like that thrash band. That without Creator, there would be no Cannibal Corpse.
Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, That Goat Metal Show. Hope everybody's doing good on today, Saturday, February 12th, 2022. Alright, as you can see from that small clip I got from, I was watching Little Punk People. That kid is amazing. Great, I pretty much watched all his stuff grow, him growing up, and he's grown into a great, intelligent young man, and he's doing some great things. His dad has always been a great supporter of him. Dad's a great metalhead, and I give a lot of props to Little Punk People. I'll leave the description. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can check out that freaking cool ass interview with him and George Corpsegrinder. Basically, you can see. I mean, that little jab right there about if you don't like the way death metal is now, you can kiss rocks. That's just been something that's been laying around right now. It looks like that was his softer way of throwing a jab back at Chris Barnes. I mean, without it even really being said, I mean, everybody can take subtle hints, I'm sure. But Chris Barnes has still been going off. I guess he's just trying to look. I don't even know what else to say anymore. Look, Chris, look, as a fan, I'm gonna say this as a fan, okay? I love your saying you were one of the legends that helped establish death metal to what it was and what it is. Look, man, just let things go the way they go, man. You putting this stuff out there like that, it makes you seem like you bitter. And and I'm saying as a fan, I still love your stuff. I like some of your 6 Feet Under stuff. I don't like everything, but I do like some of it. I'm still a great big fan of the original Cannibal Corpse with you singing on it. I saw how you evolved, and as a fan, I'm just gonna tell you, dude, please, man, just stop it. All right, just stop it already, man. You're just making yourself look bad. All right. It's not. I can't even defend it anymore. I just can't. So just leave it alone. Corpsegrinder did it in a really cool way where he just basically trying to throw something back to say, look, this is the way you feel about death metal now. Okay, great. A lot of us are not really too happy with the way death metal is going into wherever it's going. But you know what? Hey, man, music evolves. Music goes back to its roots. Everything it's a revolving circle. I mean, look at that big surge we had some years back with thrash just made this tremendous comeback, Municipal Waste, and all these great bands that we have now that just bring in that element of old school thrash. Death metal is getting back, man. It's getting back. Just give it its time, man. You're gonna see that you're gonna be like, wow, it's back to what it was again. Just everybody has their own different tastes, and people want to evolve the music to whatever way they want to do it. As long as it sounds good, man. Look, hey. It is what it is. Sub-genres, different genres. Look, if it's heavy and it's good, I'm gonna like it, man. That's just the way it is. But again, I'll leave the link to that episode of Little Punk People, so you can watch the interview in its entirety. George always has a good interviews. He's a family man like me. He's always about his kids, and I give him a lot of props for that. All right. In other news, okay, Maryland Death Fest announced that Deicide will be performing at the Maryland Death Fest and will be playing the Legion album in its entirety. All right, my man Richie, the silent producer, sent me some news on that. And how do I feel about that? Okay, I guess because the anniversary is coming. I think it's the 30th anniversary of Legion, and I mean, look, Legion. I guess when Deicide first came out, to me, their first album is still very, it's like it's like your first child. You just I love the first album. It's great. They did a lot of things in there that just blew everybody away. Just gave it that element. When the second album came out, I was a little bit like, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love Legion. But you can't compare those two the first and the second album at all. It doesn't have the same element. I guess Glenn was trying to get to a different level with his vocals and the music. And to me, as a Deicide fan, I am still Once Upon a Cross is still my top Deicide. That is, again, I say it over and over again. I always compare great bands who have great albums. I would say it's their Rain in Blood. All right, so Once Upon a Cross to me is their Rain in Blood. That's the album that just sits in the top of their catalog for me. So, but yeah, they're gonna do Legion. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I saw some updated. I mean, look, I know, coming back from the pandemic, everybody's still a little rusty and stuff. Everybody shouldn't be too critical about some of the guys coming back and performing again and stuff like that. Everybody's gonna nitpick. But I don't know, man. I saw the first couple of shows they did after the pandemic, and I don't know, man. I to play those old songs to a high level. It's gonna be something to see. I mean, will I be going down to the Maryland Death Fest for that? I don't know. I would like to go check out some of the bands and everything like that. But it would be interesting. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of videos and footage. It would be nice, I guess, considering it's their 30th anniversary. I'm sure it's something. Maybe they would like to do something, film it and give it some type of play. But we'll see how that goes. I wish them all the luck. I mean, Deicide's still one of my favorite bands, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right. Next, we got some tours coming up. Obituary and Gruesome. Again, they're going to be coming around. I think I might have mentioned that, but they're going to be coming around, and that's going to be pretty interesting. Gruesome. Okay, I dig them. I think they're good. I mean, for newer fans, it's good that they can pick it up here, because you hear Gruesome, it's like you're hearing Death. You could basically hear all the influences of Death in there. It's like, Chuck possessed these guys, from back in the early days of Death. I don't mind, for newer fans, it's cool because they can hear it, they can hear the influence, and then it could also get them into listening to old Death and Chuck's, earlier stuff. But, it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm going to see, I guess, whenever they do hit New York, see if they, we could try to catch them. I'm hoping it's not on a weekday, because if it's on a weekday, I can't go. I just, I prefer weekend shows. I don't like the whole going to a show, hanging out, and then having to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning the next day to go to work. I'm 47, going to be 48 years old. I can't. It's not like I used to be, man. Okay. And also, Dying Fetus. Dying Fetus is going to go on a tour. They're going to be touring with Chelsea Grin and a few other bands. So that should be pretty interesting. That should be pretty interesting. I mean, one thing is that Dying Fetus always. I mean, I seen Dying Fetus pretty much in their inception, when they played Deathstock all the way back in the 90s, when they opened up for Cannibal Corpse and Unleashed. That was when they still had demos, okay? And from that time to now, their stage presence and how they play is still on point. Always on point. Love Dying Fetus. Always love Dying Fetus. So, there's going to be some pretty good shows coming up. I'm just glad. It looks like things are starting to open up again. I mean, New York State lifted the mask mandate in certain places, but of course New York City, they got their own set of shit, so they could kiss my ass. All right. So it's good to go back into a store and just, be free. You know, and I'm from my understanding around the United States, a lot of places are opening up again, and we'll see. You know, let's everything. You know, hopefully, you know, we'll have this conversation another year, and we'll be just talking back about what it was like to be out there dealing with our mask. Man, it's amazing that's going on 2 years with this bullshit. But you know, I'm just glad that, you know, I'm hoping everybody's good and everybody's doing fine. All right, so yeah, that's it. You know, so I want to give a you know, shout out to everybody, to everybody that I know that's still playing and performing. I want to say, you know, what's up to Phil, my man Chucky, and, you know, Crazy Eddie. You know, I want to give a shout out to my co-host and friend Frank, the man called Box. You know, hope everything's going well with you, brother. You know, Auditory Assault. Everybody at Metal Messiah Radio. Hope everybody's doing well, and we should be, you know, should be back soon. All right, so everybody, you know, just, you know, stay positive. Okay, stay positive. All right. So that's pretty much it right now, man. I just hope that everything, you know, I hope Chris Barnes could just, you know, leave the rest of this shit alone. I mean, you know, one thing about metalheads, man, we're not really about that drama. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it'll sprinkle here and there, but after a while, it just becomes old news, and we just get back to the brutality of our music and you know, just having some good metal. All right. So that's it right now, guys. All right, look, this is Barry. Also, again, I always push it out there, please. You know, hey, you know, I'll leave the link is over there to my Facebook merch store, This Sith Lord's merch. I also have another channel. This Sith Lord is a metalhead for everybody, just like my man George Corpsegrinder, who's a big Boba Fett fan. You know, you got metalheads who are just a bunch of geeks as well. All right, go on there. You know, I basically talk Star Wars and other things. And also got merch. See, I got the Sith Lords and Metalhead shirt right here. Also have metal merchandise in there. You know, take a look. Like, share, like and follow my page. Send me a message, and we're gonna discuss everything from there. As far as price, all my prices are great. I always do great deals, and you know, just send it out to the masses. All right. So, guys, that's it right now. This is Barry. That Goat Metal Show. Stay brutal.